And settle down and begin to relax. And make yourself nice and comfortable. And just start to think about the top of your head. And those little muscles in the skin of your scalp. And just allow them to let go and relax. Now all the muscles of your face, just let them go slack. Your forehead and your eyes and eyelids, cheeks, mouth and jaw muscles. Just let your face totally relax. Actually feel the skin settling and smoothing out. It might mean your mouth opens slightly. Whatever's best for you, just let it happen. Unclenching your teeth and relaxing your tongue. Because the more that you physically relax, the more you can mentally relax. Thinking about your neck and shoulder muscles now. And into the tops of your arms. Letting all tension drain away. As you think on down, through your elbows, into your forearms, down through your wrists and into your hands, right the way down into the very tips of your fingers, the tips of your thumbs, just letting all those muscles let go and relax. And now think about your breathing. Noticing that you're breathing even more steadily, even more slowly. As you relax more and more. You can let any tension in the chest area simply drain away. As you think on down to your stomach muscles, letting those muscles relax too. Think down into your back now. Long muscles either side of the spine. Let those muscles relax. And your waist and your thigh muscles. Think on down through your knees. Down through the shins and calves. Just allowing all those areas to relax and let go. As you think on down through your ankles, through your feet, into the very tips of your toes. All the muscles of your body, beautifully relaxed and easy and lazy. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things. But it doesn't matter if you find that you can't imagine all the things I'm asking you to. You might even find your mind wandering quite a bit. But that doesn't matter either. And it really doesn't matter if you don't hear a word that I say. Because very soon now you're going to be more relaxed than you've ever known. So I want you to imagine yourself standing on the very top of a green hill, on a tropical island. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders. See the long grass around you moving slightly in the gentlest of breezes. When you look down the hill, you can see a narrow, winding path that disappears into a small forest. And beyond the forest, you can see the ocean, with sunlight from the clearest of blue skies, glancing off the tops of the waves in the bay. So the whole ocean seems to shimmer and sparkle. You begin to move lazily and easily down the path, with the ferns and grasses brushing gently against your legs as you pass. And you just catch the faint smell of salt on the breeze, and become aware of the distant sound of the ocean on the shore. Maybe hear seabirds calling faintly from a long way off. You marvel at the deep sense of calmness and tranquility that sweeps over you as you move on down and down towards the forest, moving so easily, so effortlessly. You feel almost as though you're floating on air. And in no time at all, you find yourself drifting through the trees, their leaves closing overhead, form a canopy. Their branches making an irregular pattern against the clear blue of the sky. It's pleasantly cool in the forest, and the gentle sound of birds singing, echoing faintly, and the scent of the trees and undergrowth relaxes you still further. You move easily into the inviting depths, becoming lazier and lazier with each step that you take. You can hear a stream somewhere, its gurgling sound gradually mingling with the sound of the ocean. As you follow the winding path, down and down towards the beach that you know is in front of you, weaving through the trees and brushing aside the occasional piece of foliage, until quite suddenly you feel the warmth of the sun on your head and shoulders again, and you find yourself on a beautiful deserted beach. Beautiful golden shoreline sweeping away, and a gentle curve in front of you. To a distant point where the trees seem to come right down to the shoreline, so their branches actually seem to overhang the ocean itself. You can feel the sand warm between your toes as you stroll lazily across the broad beach to the water's edge. The sand becomes a darker golden colour when you get there. Enjoy the change to a moist, firm coolness beneath your feet as you wander along the shore, leaving a lazy trail of footprints in the sand behind you. And as they recede, you notice how the sand is washed away from tiny coloured pebbles, glinting like jewels in the sun. The smell of the ocean, the sunlight on the waves, the sound of the water hissing over the sand. All these things seem to create a sense of timelessness for some unknown reason. And you find yourself in a comfortable position, a grassy hollow maybe. Just sit and gaze out across the rolling decks to the horizon, trickling warm golden sand idly through your fingers. There's a faint haze which makes it difficult for you to see exactly where the sky stops and the ocean starts. And as you try to work it out, you see a small white cloud appear from somewhere near the horizon. It comes towards the island quite quickly, growing larger as it approaches, till it's immediately overhead. The largest, fluffiest cloud that you can ever remember. by instinct. You can let all your worries, all your cares, all your fears just drift up towards this large white cloud. Actually see them drifting away from you in a long, slow spiral. Maybe like smoke from a bonfire. Just spiraling away from you towards this large white cloud. The cloud absorbs all your worries into itself, swallowing up all your fears and anxieties. Steadily darker all the time, until just as it reaches its darkest, just as the last part of that spiral of your worries and cares disappears inside it, the sun bursts through, dispelling every one of your worries, every one of your fears and anxieties to the edges of the universe, leaving you feeling totally relaxed and perfectly at ease with yourself, without a single care in the world. And now all your worries and cares having floated away from you, I'm going to tell you a story. When spring came, the house martins neared the end of their long journey back from Africa, their summer home in England. It'd been a long journey. They were aiming for the rafters of a great old barn, where for generations they'd raised their young out of the direct light of the summer sun. One particular bird, who tended to be more tired than the rest, was full of worries. I'm sure that our nest will be destroyed in the winter, she said to the bird who flew next to her. Then you'll build up the foundations of moist mud, layer by layer, until there's a firm nest again, her companion replied. The bird was still worried and said, "What if there isn't enough soft material to line the mud nest?" Then you'll search until you find feathers and soft dry grass, her companion patiently replied. But the bird thought of another concern and said, "What if there aren't enough insects to feed on?" "You will find insects," her companion patiently replied, "who are light, muscular, and have quick reflexes." The bird thought of another concern and began to say, "What if?" And her companion realised that there was no end to the worries of this bird. And this time she interrupted her and said, "Look around you. We've flown across the world. You're missing the mountains, oceans, valleys and rivers. This is a journey of a lifetime." For the first time, the house martin looked around her, alive to the present moment. She suddenly noticed the exquisite rolling English countryside, a warm sun and a glossy black and white plumage, and the soft currents of air. And life, which had seemed so utterly overwhelming, was in that moment beautiful and glorious.